Tactical. The much anticipated Tracker 44. It's done semi sort of good on the tabletop that we done on it, but everybody wanted to know how it shot. And I told them that I did shoot it when I got it at the range. Told them a little bit about it, how it felt, how it was weighted, the recoil, things like that. But it's nothing like seeing the real thing. So I'm gonna pull from a double action first. That's always something that people tell us. Well, stop dropping the hammer back and pull it like a real life scenario. But the thing is, in real life, I would probably pull the hammer back, you know, even in a dangerous situation. But anyway, Taurus Tracker 44 Magnum. I got the all matte finish, and we're gonna pull from a double action. And a 44 Magnum is a big, heavy, hot round, and so you would expect there to be some recoil. But I would say this, that from some other 44 mag guns that I've shot, night and day difference as far as recoil goes. And I have always said that about Taurus, how that I thought that they balanced their stuff really well. And the grips that they put on here, now branded with their logo, absorb recoil really well. Still hits hard, you just don't feel it in your hand like you do with some other guns. So now I'm gonna pull the hammer back, shoot from a single action, see if maybe I can't actually hit that target I was aiming at. Hard to stay on target from a double action as well. So for everybody that says to try it in a real life situation, if I used it for defense in real life, I'm pulling the hammer back. So this is my real life situation, you know? And I still miss. I will say this. You remember when I done the tabletop? I just noticed this literally while we were doing the video. So, you know, and this is about how our day is going on the range here today. But you remember I told you that the front sight had it was like orange, and I really liked how well it picked up. But I told you that I thought the orange in there was just a sticker. Well, I must have been right about that, because on the second shot, it just went missing. The first shot, it was there. The second shot, it's nowhere to be found. So
I don't see it anywhere.
We're gonna have to give them a big old, you know, big old X on that one. And so, you know, a big old strike. So they can't have too many more strikes, you know. I can get over that because I can get me some orange fingernail polish or some white fingernail polish or something, and I can fill that in, which I honestly probably was going to do anyway, because I knew that that was a sticker. But that does not help with me picking up on my target and hitting where I want to hit, because I was able to really pick that orange sight up really well. And I have not hit the target yet, and the target's about 25 yards away. So for me anyway, that orange sight made a big difference. And now I'm having to get used to blackened out sights, which is not cool when I'm shooting at a black target. But anyway, so that was 5 rounds. Did not seem to have any kind of, you know, noticeable issues. It's a little bit sticky, you know, pushing the rounds out. It looks like they swole up in there a little bit. That's probably the ammo's fault. Again, all we were able to get our hands on was MagTech ammo, as you can see. And I'm not a huge fan of MagTech ammo. I've not really ever had the greatest success in the world with it. But, and that would be one of the things that I've complained about with MagTech in the past, is that, you know, I don't know if they use cheaper brass or what it is, but if you use it in a revolver, the casing tends to want to swell up, and it'll stick in the gun. So, you know, but that, again, that's the ammo's fault. That's not the gun's fault. When I was shooting in the range, I was shooting a lot closer. I was shooting 8-9 yards. Like I said, this is about between 20 and 25 yards away, which easily a 44 mag should reach out and touch that. So I'm just going to shoot it a little bit more just to see if maybe I can hone in on that target and hit where I'm aiming. That's all right there.
That's where you want to be.
That's where I was aiming. I tell you, when it comes to a 44 mag or any caliber, you really anticipate recoil, and that really affects your shot. And so, you know, most people are going to use this gun. You know, it trips me out because I hear people even comment on our channel, on our videos and things, and they say, "Oh, you know, man, I cram that in my backpack and I take it out in the Everglades, in the forest and stuff," you know. And I wonder how many people saying that actually really do those things, you know. And we have friends like that, you know. So, well, you know, when I'm out backpacking or hiking, like, you know, they went hiking one time, you know, 20 years ago in their backyard. And so if you were or are going to use it for that application, you know, for being out camping in the woods or whatever, certainly I think that it would fit that it would fit that bill. That would be okay. But as far as, you know, a self-defense application, like maybe in a truck or something where you're up close and personal, I wouldn't necessarily call this a get off me gun, but when you go out and you shoot this gun and you feel the recoil, that's going to be in your mind. It's going to be in your memory. So every single time you shoot that gun after that, you're going to anticipate that recoil. And then when it starts wearing your finger out from under here, from shooting it, then that's going to make things even worse. And so anyway, overall, like I said, it has not hung up. The casings of the ammunition are swelling a little bit, but that's just from cheap ammo. I think you know from the tabletop just how much I really like this this gun. And maybe too, let's see, I was shooting low, so I need to come up. So that means the sight needs to come up, correct? So I'm gonna raise the sight on this a little bit. I'm gonna let Trey shoot it, but just know that if he shoots better, it was because I adjusted the sight. That's 100% it.
That's the only reason you're raising that sight, isn't it?
I'm just letting you know. You know?
Let him know.
That way, if I shoot it after you, we know what was up.
Zoom in on your face.
Zoom in on my face.
Back in the day, I was known as, like, you know, a real big jock, like a big muscular, you know, fella. So a 44 mag's really nothing for me.
Where'd you hit it at?
I don't know, but I'm very surprised I did.
You anticipated the crap out of that recoil, didn't you?
Well, you know how it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. That hurts.
Try pulling it from a double action like I did. Well, you ain't got no more ammo now, but.
Well, okay, so my honest review of it, I remember shooting a 44 Magnum. It's been quite some time since I have shot a 44 Magnum, but when I did, the recoil was just like so pronounced. It really hurt. And I'm not saying that because, like, you know, how it hurt, like I never want to do that again. it hurt in comparison to like a 9mm as expected. But this one seems to manage the recoil a lot better. And the more that I shoot it, which this would be the first time that I have shoot it, but the more I shot it, I started to kind of realize why it might be as popular as it is. People tell their friends about, you know, man, this thing's a shooter. It's phenomenal. And I would like to agree with that. I think if I, you know, maybe put another 100 rounds through it, not in one sitting, absolutely not. But I like the, you know, it's the sight, once there's maybe a orange or whatever color Gene might end up putting on this pistol, would be so easy to pick up. I remember looking at it when it did have a little bit of orange sticker on it, and it was super nice, phenomenal. So again, I would really recommend it. And yeah,
I'm probably gonna paint it orange, but I knew that was a sticker. I just didn't think it would fall off. That's kind of hilarious. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot it a little bit more since I adjusted the sight and see if I can be any better at it. See if I can hold this thing steady. What that shoot to the left?
yeah, just a little left.
That was probably me anticipating, but it's dead center. Right dead in the middle. I say I'm getting it. The more I've shot this gun, which generally is always the case with a big bore handgun, you know, at first, if you've been shooting smaller calibers all day, you're like, you know, oh my God, you know, that recoil is intense. But it seems like the more you shoot it, if it's a fun, well-balanced, light-weighted gun, and you can actually, you know, find your way around to getting on target where you're shooting, it becomes really fun to shoot. And that's what this has been so far today, just like I remember at the range. But of course, we were shooting at a lot closer distance then, and we were shooting on paper. And so I have adjusted the sights a little bit, and I do seem to have really reeled it in as far as the accuracy. And like I said, this is about 22 yards away. So let's see if I can keep on doing that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
I went down with that one a little bit, but I mean, all of those are kill shots for sure. Anyway, see how it was like really rocking that target? Like, you know, most of the stuff we've been shooting today hardly even moved the target. 44 Magnum, it's a powerful round. Anyway, this thing did not disappoint like you noticed in the tabletop. I said we had shot it. It done great. No different out here today. There have been no hanging up, no issues. Once you get it dialed in with your either by adjusting the sights or you making adjustments, it is super fun to shoot. And we didn't expect to have any problems with this gun, and we did not. The biggest question everybody had and asked me was about the recoil. It's a 44 Magnum, so it's there. But we've shot other 44 mags, as Trey was mentioning, and it was there a lot more prevalent. So I think they really handle the recoil well with this gun, as well balanced as it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. It really sucks that we weren't able to shoot more, but we have very limited ammo. But in the future, that's gonna get better for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. That helps us out a lot. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Tell your friends to subscribe, and we hope you have a great day.